Hey everyone, season's greetings. This is elf number 3, and I've got some views on how the relationship between our emotions can affect our immune system and what can we do about it, especially around this time, festive season, which is a great time, but can also be an extremely stressful time for many people. Stress can be, there's a phrase which is, other people are my hell. And sometimes the people we love could be the most stressful people in our lives, especially when we're getting together with a lot of family. Those emotions also can be based around expectations. Did I buy the right present? Did I buy the right presents? Will it make other people happy? Can I afford to buy these presents? And it can really impact our bank balance as well. It could be stressful having a lot of people over. Although you love having them over, there's a lot of preparation and cooking and cleaning and expectations that everyone should have a good time. This can all be related to increasing the stress hormone cortisol. And cortisol is very helpful, especially when we've had, let's say, a threat experience. Could be something whereby we need to have a lot of energy. So our body releases adrenaline first and then cortisol. That's fine. It can help us run in the savannah for 500 meters away from the lion. But what do we do with that in a modern setting? Sometimes we have too much cortisol streaming through our systems and it becomes chronic. Having that chronic cortisol streaming through our systems is what we experience as stress. If we do it for long periods of time, that's called chronic stress. Sometimes that can lead on to anxiety and forms of depression. So what can we do about this? We might know a little bit about the neurobiology, but what can we do about it? First thing I would do is think about what would help me feel a little bit calmer. How do I deal with this when my mind is racing, my body's agitated, and I'm feeling stressed? And stress doesn't really even cover it. Being anxious. Sometimes we're anxious and we don't even know why we're anxious. So there's lots of ways that you can use your body to help you, what we say, downregulate. And one of them is just through simple breath. Sometimes this comes from Vipassana. You can breathe in for, say, 10 seconds and breathe out for 20 seconds and repeat that 3, 4, 5 times. Don't hyperventilate. If you're hyperventilating, stop. What it does, though, it slows down the release of cortisol in your bloodstream. And what you'll notice is it'll calm you down. That's just one way of grounding. There's many, many methods. I'm just describing one. But what do you do with that? Okay, so you're grounded and you feel a little bit calmer in your body. Maybe it's a time to start looking in, we call Socratic questioning. And start questioning, let's just look at these things, Let's look at, why am I stressed? How true is it? So, is there really an expectation that I should buy all these presents? And even if it means I get into debt or max my credit card, do the people who love me, do they really want me to do that? Maybe they'd be just as happy if I made them something, or wrote them something, or baked them something. It's often about intention. And sometimes we're so busy thinking about what other people are thinking about us that we've lost sight of actually, you know what, they're good people. They love us. And they'll be okay. It's also not our responsibility to make them happy. We own our own happiness, which sounds pretty tough, but actually it's pretty brilliant because we get to choose. If we're hosting, it's also an opportunity for people to just come and hang out. Better to have a simple meal and enjoy it than to have a meal which is so complicated that just creates nerves and tension. People understand. Sometimes there's so much expectation. And our job is to kind of look at it through, if you like, a different lens and reframe it. And ask, how true is this? How important is this really? What are other ways of doing this? What do we all want from this really? And it sort of cuts out the clutter. And it allows us, it gives us freedom to actually live the lives we want and be the people we want. And also have the relationships that are helpful, loving, and nourishing. So as Santa's third helper, here's just a few thoughts that might be helpful coming into the season.